Well, let's turn now, that's a great question. Let's turn to KP from Birmingham. KP, we certainly appreciate you calling in tonight. How can we help you?
I have a question for families that have PFAs, but also need assistance with supervised visitations and exchanges. I know this used to exist at the YWCA, but is there any place currently to serve those families?
It's a great question.
That is a great question, KP. And I am thinking on the fly, but I want to say that there may be a program through the Jefferson County Family Court System that can help with supervised visitation. But I would say, again, if you can give me a call tomorrow, 205-453-7261, and I can definitely check in to give you the exact place. But I know at one point in time there might have been with Jefferson County Family Court, and I also think Impact Family Counseling may also be doing the supervised visitation.
Okay, wonderful. Let me ask you a question following up to Sharonda, our first caller for tonight, and she mentioned that she had a friend that was in an abusive relationship. Let's talk a little bit about how often or how easy or how difficult it is if someone is in an abusive relationship for them to actually leave that situation.
It is very difficult. The average statistics say that it can take on average 7 to 9 times for a person to leave. And so sometimes when they are saying, or you may hear for a person say just leave, that can be financial issues. Sometimes the car isn't always in their name, and so sometimes it's not as easy just to leave. And if they don't always have supportive family, that makes it be an even more isolated situation.
So what do you say if you know someone in that situation? What do I say if I know someone in that situation and I'm like, what do I say to let them know I'm supporting you, but I really, really wish you.
So I think one thing that I always would say is that I am scared for you, and that I am worried about you, and that if there's something that you need me to do, if you want me to go to the appointment with you, if you want me to look up resources, it is very difficult for a person to leave, and so as much support as they can have, and if that means that's you helping them to find another place to stay or what that looks like. I think it is easier said than done for a person to leave and to make that change. And so and I would say that if there's children involved, that makes it sometimes make it even more hard to leave. And then there's kind of getting to some legal issues. And so I definitely understand why it may be hard for them to leave.
And let me ask you this, do you all provide locations of shelters? If men or women want to leave their abuser, do you help with confidential shelters where they can go?
Yes, so with our partner YWCA, we would work with them, and then they would be able to do an assessment, and then if they got approved for shelter, they would be able to work with them to either help them locally or help them outside of the service area.
There's a lot to cover on this topic.
It is, and I know we're running out of time, but I do have one final question. So
okay.
Do you coordinate, or do you get referrals from family court from time to time?
Yes, so we get referrals from our different partner agents that are on site. We do get referrals from the DA's office, from family court, and so if there's any of the local nonprofit agencies that are having clients in their office and they are needing some extra support with domestic or sexual assault victims, we definitely accept those referrals.
Very good.
Well, let's one more time give out One Place Metro's number. It is 205-453-7261. And again, Danielle Mars is our guest tonight, but a whole staff of folks there that can help folks. So hopefully we've given folks some information to empower victims as well as maybe family and friends of victims. So Danielle, thank you so much for coming in tonight.